This
guy. C3PO is 100% confirmed.
Switch to the other screen, though.
Switching to the other screen. The other screen.
Okay.
It's C3PO.
C3PO is coming to the game. Are you excited?
I am actually a bit more excited than some people that I saw on Discord, Twitter. Some people see this guy as Jar Jar. They don't like this guy. I'm mainly just excited for the fact of what he could bring for the droid faction. Because the devs have been teasing that the droids are going to be meta one day or whatever, and this might be the building stone to get there. And T3M4, I think, is a part of that too, because that's when they said that whole teaser. I think we're heading that way. So that's why I'm excited for him, and I think he's going to be like an R2-D2 type of legendary where he spans all these factions across various eras.
Well, I think he should be in the game, but I just thought he should be like the introducing person that does the tutorial for you or something. I don't know, I needs to be a combat character. And we've got some ideas on maybe how he can play in battle. We're going to talk about this post. And we're going to talk about this comment because this is what everybody's saying. Is there a KOTOR version of C3PO?
We got to show that
because it's like the year of KOTOR.
The year of KOTOR, right there.
Right there.
Is there any KOTOR version of C3? I couldn't help but laugh at that. That was just too funny.
So we got to talk about the possible kits for him.
Yes.
Because, we think it's going to be more of a Hermit Yoda style. Then we're going to talk about 3 possible ways that he could be unlocked. And we're not suggesting anybody go out and farm Ewoks right now. So let's start with that. There's 3 different ways that he could be unlocked, possibly, right?
Yeah, and this is the one that I don't think people want to think about too much, the Ewoks. I mean, they're not a horrible faction, but I think I'm kind of where a lot of people are with their Ewoks. Like, you got them to some minimum level to do the Rancor raid way back when of Tebow, but other than that, no one really wants to. I mean, not no one, but there's a lot of people that don't want to go into
I've got a Zeta Chirpa, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, right? You're already part of the way there, but like Wicket, I mean, a lot of people probably didn't start farming this character. So this is going to be the hard part of getting the Ewoks all together. But so there's 3 ideas. Ewoks are one of them. One, because it's a login reward. It's kind of thematic because C3PO was like the god for Ewoks. They thought he was amazing.
Here's the thing, is if it's a legendary event, the only time that they've done like supporting factions is Grandmaster Yoda with Jedi. But it's always been opposing factions. For example, Palpatine was what? Rebels. Thrawn is Phoenix. So Chewbacca, which had Rolo as the login rewards, was bounty hunters, right? So if Ewok Scouts the login reward, fine, right? So I don't know if it's going to be Ewoks, but it could be because they've done it one time before. But typically they're not doing that. So
I mean, there's no set rule for legendaries. What can be used for what? So they can always mix things up. What if C3PO gets like a hero's journey event, something crazy like that? I don't know. I'm just throwing some ideas out there.
No, but if it's opposing factions, I think we can go down the Jawa Ugnaught route.
Yeah, it could be Jawas. I mean, that's another idea. But the thing is, I don't know if the developers would push us to farm and gear up a bad faction. At least with, let's say...
Well, they're kind of useless right now.
Right, but like with Phoenix, they pushed us farming Phoenix. They're a good faction. They pushed us towards bounty hunters because they reworked them this whole entire year. They're a useful faction. Would they really push us to farm Jawas, which haven't been needed for anything, especially since they lost their one thing for the critical damage mod set challenge? Yeah, so I don't...
Maybe for a minute in the heroic
unless they throw a surprise rework all of a sudden for these guys this month. I don't know. I don't think that's a top priority for them.
It's just really strange that we even have 5 Jawas in the game.
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Think about it. We had no C3PO, but
the reason why we had 5 because we needed it for the mod challenge thing, and people thought that they were going to be useful for the AAT, and they were a very mediocre team for the AAT raid.
Let's go to the one that I would prefer.
And I would love to see this too.
Yeah, Imperial Troopers. Now, I'm wondering if they're going to throw us a wrench with like Scout Trooper. You know what I mean? What if they give us Scout Trooper and Scout Trooper is the hook with the other troopers to battle C3PO and the Ewoks?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they were. I mean, they can always get creative with their events that they put out. Maybe it
doesn't seem likely though.
I don't think it's likely.
Jawas or Ewoks.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Originally my thought was they're not going to use the same faction for 2 different events. They would have Empire for RT2, but Phoenix fits 2 events. The Phoenix is required for Thrawn, but they also can be used for Palpatine. Imperial Troopers could be required for C3PO.
I don't think they're going
to do a battle on Endor. I mean, I think this is best case scenario. A lot of people have Imperial Troopers said they're one of like the top factions in the game and whatnot. Great. They're amazing. Obviously, I love the Imperial Troopers. But I think for some reason, part of me kind of feel like bounty hunters, where people weren't really 100% sold on bounty hunters, but then they kind of pushed you to farm and gear up bounty hunters so you could do the Chewie legendary event.
Yeah,
these guys are giving me that vibe.
Ewoks or Jawas? I hope not Jawas. I don't really want the Jawas. They're gonna make Ewoks can do something. Yeah, they're actually good.
Whatever event whatever faction they're gonna use, I think they're gonna make it difficult because I think if it's the factions we have that fit C3PO, they're pretty much have been around for a while. They're not pay to play, so I think it's gonna be a Chewbacca level difficulty perhaps, and Ewoks could fit. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed it. But I don't think Jawas could be a difficult event at this point. It's more Ewoks or Imperial Troopers. But I don't know. I feel like they want to make some use out of Ewoks because we gave so much crap for Ewoks and they got reworked, and now they're gonna be like, ha, you got to use Ewoks now for this.
Yeah.
They're not a horrible faction.
So we got to talk about potential kits, and I saw one on the stream the other day that someone pointed out, and it said something like every time a rebel takes a turn, C3PO gets 100% turn meter. And I thought that, and he has like 0 speed.
Yeah, 0 speed.
Which kind of makes sense. And then, that might pair well with Chewbacca. If he gets the guard, and then that'll fuel Chewbacca going and going. I think that'd be a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, because my thought is he's not going to be he's not going to have any attacking abilities. He's going to have abilities that supercharge rebels, supercharges droids, something that sort of maybe have specific synergy with R2-D2 since they were the dynamic duo that always evaded like harm in every single movie pretty much. And and then maybe Chewbacca, maybe they'll specifically write it in there if Chewbacca's on the field, C-3PO gains guard. So there's a few ways they can go about it. I think he's going to be a Hermit Yoda character.
Yeah, Hermit Yoda.
Yeah, that's how I'm seeing him. So the question is, what is he gonna? Would he have Ewok synergy? Ewok synergy, I don't know, but I'd see him having Republic synergy, Resistance synergy,
he's got
Rebels.
The whole 7
like
years,
R2-D2.
All the way from him being naked, created by Anakin, all the way to the red arm, and then back to a gold arm in Episode 8. Man, my goodness, you know what I mean? So he's been around, even there's a silver leg, there's a red arm, the B1, and all this backpack, there's all these different variations.
There's the variations of him.
Yeah, we're going to definitely give away that at the end of the video, for sure. And then, what is it all going to lead up to? Return of the Jedi Luke, right?
Return of the Jedi Luke.
Pull up the Rebels real quick, because, boy, if Return of the Jedi Luke is going to be the end-all, be-all for this game, which he should be, right?
Yeah, he's the crown jewel.
Jedi Rebel, right? Chewbacca, legendary. R2-D2, legendary. Commander Luke, hero's journey. Han Solo, raid character. C3PO, legendary. Oof.
That's a conglomerate of the most legendary event out there. That's is Illuminati confirmed right there. Illuminati confirmed.
Illuminati.
Don't laugh again. Don't laugh again.
Illuminati's pizza.
Illuminati's pizza.
Illuminati's pizza in Chicago is not so bad.
It's your favorite pizza out here, you said.
Well, it's pretty good. They won't franchise, though. So
unfortunate.
Those guys.
Yeah, so I think, C3PO he's a part of a bigger picture out there, kind of like Chewbacca. And it's going to be a big event whenever Return of the Jedi Luke comes out, and C3PO is definitely going to be part of it. So I think he's important. So I try to get him this first time around. The problem is, I think it's going to be more difficulty rather than accessibility of the characters needed. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. We're not going to know probably until this upcoming week, because they said that on their teaser, it said 12/14, which I think is the date of the event.
Right.
Usually they're kind enough to give us a week to 2 in advance to know what we need so we can start gearing, start doing all that other fun stuff.
Well, we get information usually on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So
so
I wouldn't be surprised we know something by Thursday of next week.
Right.
Let's go into Territory Wars, because last month was a lot of fun with the bonuses to like Grievous and so on and so on. All of the territory bonuses have been removed.
Right, all gone. They're not in here.
No Bosk, no Resistance, no
First Order. No, my friend.
So, what does that mean? We don't know. Maybe they're going to add something. Maybe it's just missing, or maybe maybe they're throwing a wrench in here and make it very different. No bonuses, where there's always been some bonuses. Then we got the super bonuses. I mean, I hope they do continue this. It was fun.
It's fun. I think they should mix it up. I think the reason why they maybe removed the old bonuses, because those bonuses were in there for a year.
Yeah.
A year. Talk about a very stale bonus they have in there for so long. Maybe they're waiting to tell us what the theme is of this month. Maybe it's an Endor month. Maybe they're going to have Imperial Troopers or Empire with Ewoks and Rebels getting the bonuses. There's a lot of ways to mix it up, and maybe because this is the last territory war, well, kind of attaching to November a little bit.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks of the next one that's coming up. So maybe that's when we'll see more bonuses, which I'm hoping. I think every month there should be a new set of bonuses.
I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, at least every other month there should be a bonus. Yeah, it was so much more fun.
I don't know if they need to be as drastic.
Yeah, but
I think,
maybe not like Mace Windu drastic. Holy cow, that guy is horrible.
I think it needs to be important enough where. Because I know in the top guilds, you know, that you have to use these 4 teams, and you got to do this and do this match. So we're just where it throws some of the known matchups off a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And where people are forced to use characters they wouldn't normally use.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the crazy berserk bonuses that we had, you know, because there was like 1,000% damage increase on
Mace Windu with Revan was horrendously difficult.
You can one-shot the whole team. I don't know if it needs to go that hard, but all right, let's talk about Gear 13 confirmed.
Gear 13. People were kind of freaked out about this.
Well, they should be.
They should be.
I'll tell you why. If Gear 13 coming to the game, for me, is not going to be a fun day.
Gear 12 wasn't fun. Gear 11 wasn't fun.
Gear 12 Plus is not fun. So,
Gear 12 Plus is not fun.
But here's the thing is... this is not a new image.
No, it's not.
And that's because these are the developer builds. You can see there in the bottom right hand, you got them out. You can see it minimized when you go back to the other screen. But definitely you can see right there, development build. Right. And that's been
around for a while.
It's been around that way.
Someone actually remembered back in the past when because this was on a development build. We don't always get to show new stuff, and when it's recorded by developers, they record it on these developer builds as receive Holdo.
Different than tested counts.
Here's Holdo. Here is Holdo. When they had the Holdo thing back when, they also showed Gear 13 in there, and then you can't see because I'm covering it, but it says development build down there. Because with the development build, from what I understand, what they've told us is that you can keep going up in gear level, but they're not necessarily built already. So it's a bunch of blank gears.
It's got the cog. Like even Holdo has the cog for the G12 Plus pieces.
Right, so at that point it didn't exist.
Right, and so we saw that before, even when Gear 12 didn't exist. Right. When I did that with Thrawn at EA Play 2 years ago. So it's not a thing, but it's gonna come.
At some point,
it's gonna come, but this is not like they're signaling it's coming soon or anything like that. That's just the way the development builds are. We've seen it before. This is not new. It's kind of old news.
Right. I don't think it's anything to set alarms off about.
But we're gonna get Gear 13
at some point. I don't know if it's on their to-do list this year. Maybe next year sometime.
Next year for sure.
Right. So I don't think there's any reason to start ringing the alarm bells. This is something we've seen for a while. It's nothing brand new. But there's a lot of people who don't remember it. Maybe they weren't around at that time. So I don't think we have to be too concerned about Gear 13. So definitely important to point out for people that were very concerned about it.
All right. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the Ebon Hawk.
KOTOR. You love KOTOR. You love ships. How about you tell us why you love it so much? Look at the camera. Why do you love it so much?
I do not. I'm impartial towards ships, and I'm impartial towards KOTOR. Basically. It's just really, and so this is like a double. Now, but here's the thing. Some people really like ships, and some people really like KOTOR. So if you do, cool.
Yeah,
but
here.
This is not. It's not saying like it will come to the game, but I think
they obviously have artwork. They're making.
They could do it though.
They haven't really dived into KOTOR and ships much. They have the few Sith ships that we have.
It just seems likely that they would do it.
Maybe down the road, a KOTOR capital ship. I think they're going to slow down for this month, maybe. I mean, unless they have an original trilogy C3.
Year of the KOTOR. We're probably
this is the year of the KOTOR, man.
Yeah, I know. And we're definitely likely, in my opinion, is original trilogy Falcon.
I'm hoping for that. My concern is what do we have ready for that? There's a scoundrel ships, bounty hunter ships. If it's bounty hunter ships, we're so not ready.
It's going to be bounty hunters.
I think so, too. We need one more bounty hunter ship. Maybe they'll release like Dengar's punishing one or something like that because he's a decent character.
And they're really good right now.
They're very good in ships. They're a decent team in the game, like a B-grade team overall, some B+. Perhaps.
They're useful. Bosk is useful. His ship is the best.
Yeah.
Same thing with Dengar. Them together.
Yeah.
It's great.
Pretty
not
good.
Dengar, but Cad Bane,
Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see. I don't know. I know people were speculating with the when we had the teaser and they had the 12-14. People thought that was a reference to the Millennium Falcon because I think Ray said we could do it in 14 parsecs and Han Solo's like 12. People thought maybe that's a hint towards it. Maybe I think it's just more a reference to when C3PO is coming.
Right. So to wrap up the video, this is my suggestion right here. Is I would not gear or Zeta any characters.
Yeah.
If you don't have the Jawas or the Ewoks at 7 stars, I would start looking into that.
That's the thing to be careful of.
Because you can do that without dumping gear and Zetas. And I think even Imperial Troopers, if you wanted, I think a lot of people, like you and I, both have all those characters 7 stars.
Right.
But I'm not going to invest any gear, any Zetas until I know what the event is. Hopefully, we're going to find out next week. I wouldn't go crazy putting a Zeta on Chirpa or Lagray or anything like that. I would sit tight and wait. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
I can't. The thought of an Ewok legendary event just kind of baffles my mind a little bit. The murder bears, the guys that wanted to eat Han Solo and troopers, and they had the cringiest TV show of all of history. These guys could be important, more important than I ever could have imagined. These guys were not on my top 20 factions to gear up right away.
No. Well, I like them a little more than you do, but
they're cute. They're decent, I guess.
Right.
They're just not something I wanted to do in the near future.
Right. Well, we got to do the giveaway.
What's the giveaway, my friend?
All right. I've given away a lot of C3POs.
Yes.
So today we're going to do one that I have not given away, right?
Yeah.
So I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star silver leg C3PO. This is not a scam. Oh. How is there even like a silver leg one, a red arm one? There's 2 different battle droid ones. There's a naked one. Oh my God, they just want to sell stuff.
It's just a collector's edition. I don't know, collecting, you know, it's like sometimes you got to make a duplicate of all this stuff so you can sell it. It's like Han in Galaxy of Heroes. You got a Carbonite Han, Stormtrooper Han, Old Han, Young Han, Viagra Han, Dead Han. The list goes on and on and on.
And before we send them away, I just want to say this was probably the most challenging video we've ever made. I'm gonna leave. I don't know, man. It's like we recorded this like 5 times. We had so many technical difficulties, and we lost. We snapped. We snapped. And so I'm gonna leave you with some of the footage that happened earlier before we started this, because we laughed for like 5 minutes. Yeah, we could not stop laughing because it was so bad. We have fun when we're doing it, but we. Anyway. All right, guys, enjoy the footage.
Talking about how you think Rolo's, I don't know, Rolo. You need Rolo for Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Would you like to proceed?
So it's
Ewoks.
There's some Ewoks.
There's some Ewoks.
Yeah. And people might like them.
People might like. Oh,
and then
you were trying to make the argument that opposing factions.
Okay. All right. So typically, opposing factions are required to get the Ewoks wouldn't make sense. What is it funny?
We're recording this video for
Nobody knows why we're laughing. We recorded this video so many times.
I'm crying right now. Can you guys see the tears in my eyes? Can you guys see the tears?
We've had so many technical difficulties in this video. We've said the same exact thing like 5 or 6 times now. It's like we can't just get it.
Oh my God, how far is this camera zoom? Jesus Christ.
We're not coming back on this video.
My spleen is dying. Oh no. Oh my God. Oh. I'm crying. I'm legit crying right now. Okay.
Are you excited for C3PO?
I'm excited for C3PO.
Are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm crying. That's how excited.
So we accurately predicted that we're going to get C3PO this month.
Basically.
For
once, we were right. In the past 2 months, we've been off. But this month, we were on point.
Do you even care how we're going to unlock him?
I think, however, we're going to unlock this guy. What's this video? choo.